Hello, calculators and corpse biters. My name is TV Skyn, and welcome back to the boss designs of Elden Ring. My past self, fool, cad, and rake that he is, has once again neglected to provide me an intro for the episode, and so, once again, it falls to me. You join us at the tail end of our initial exploration of the Siofra River well, where I have run around a lot, gotten sniped a lot, and beaten a dragonkin soldier boss, which I was definitely underleveled for. And with all of that out of the way now, we are going to return to the apparent main side quest of the area, which is lighting a bunch of fires at a bunch of mysterious shrines to light up a bunch of mysterious torches elsewhere. What could possibly go wrong? God, it's pretty though. Like, Jesus. Okay. So I can't really get in there as far as I can tell. Like, this room in here was just like a dead end. With a bunch of those dudes in here. No doors or ways to progress or no. Then how in the heck do we get down again? I guess we just had to teleport? Or what? Oh, I could maybe survive that. Yeah, okay. Golden seed. Ta-da! Oh, that's a very, very, very big rat. What the hell are those guys doing? Oh my god, there's a sniper on the cliff over there. Do you see him? If I start fighting these guys, is he gonna start shooting at me? I bet he is. Sorry, buddy. Hi, not here for trouble, just, Oh, no, 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 no! Yeah, okay, there we go. The process of reclaiming our runes this time is going to be a little bit involved. I hate those snipers. Because, like, it's not just that they hit you from a million miles away. It's that they do half of your health bar. Like, one hit. Well, fine, let's just try the other location then. There was a gate. There was a fire pillar, I think, behind those snipers up there. So we still need to get back there. Wait, this does take me to the same place? No, this is different. No, it's not. This is where the thing was. Right? Yeah. Oh, f it takes me right. Oh, I could just have taken that gate. Oh, well, that stings. That's 25,000 runes worth of pain. Oh, Lord. F you, Elden Ring, you piece of garbage game. I hate you. Especially because it was my own damn stupid dumb mistake. Like, I was out of healing flasks. I knew there was a sniper. I could just have gone back to the goddamn bonfire, though. But no. No, 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 no. It's also just how instant it is. Like, there's no, like, well, I could probably dodge if I rolled at the right time, I guess, but it's just... On Torrent, like, he does have the little speed boost that he gets from pressing the dodge button, but... Okay, focus. That gives me resistance to something. Something or other. god, that took 2? Oh hell, okay. Is this taking me all the way up? It is. It's taking me all the way up and out. Oh, hello. Where am I now? Oh, geez. Oh, okay. I went quite a ways there. Well, let's just have a rest and then go back down. We're not done down there. But okay. So, 2 left to go. Nothing in there. Looks relatively recent in construction, though. I guess this was the staging ground for that expedition.
Darkness and silence through the night.
And what's up here for my troubles? A sliver of meat! And clear sight of the next pillar and... Oh, both of them, actually. Both of the next pillars I need to get to. What in the heck? What the hell are you doing down here?
Oh, a customer.
Yeah, no, what? How are you? How? No, seriously, how?
Goodbye. Till next time.
You've been around here for a while, haven't you? No, sorry! I clicked my mouse by accident.
Hello again, good customer. Goodbye.
Sorry. God damn it. I clicked my mouse by accident. Uh-oh. $425 runes for my trouble. Hardly seems worth it, really. Last 2 pillars. Oh, I see you. Think I don't see you? Bet at least one of you had a goddamn bow. There we go. Rid of you. Bastards. Okay, about to get the last one. Crab. Crabs. Crabs. No. No, thank you. But yes, please to that. Okay, that was all of them. Just gotta go back and see what that does. I guess. Okay, I have lit all 8 of the things. What terrifying boss is going to kick my head in for the crime of having done that? Oh yeah, there's definitely some stuff happening over there. Hallow horn, huh? It's gonna come to life and kill me. Oh, but I can write torrent for it, so that's nice. Hello? No? No boss fight? I have trouble believing that. Ah, yes, boss fight. Just... we're inside its dreams or something. And we can't write torrent for this one. Oh, goody! Oh, oh, that's cool. That's terrifying. That's cool. That's terrifying. That's cool. Like torrent. Aw. Whoop. Okay, that was a double swipe. Let me tell you something. You don't f*** around with moose. You don't do it. You don't ever do it. Like, you have no idea how big they are. I promise you, you don't. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay. Oh, I love this music. Yeah, I figured. And again with the empty chest cavity. Bit of a feature, that. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, if you have a phase 2, I'm excited to see it. Ow! Yeah. I deserved that one. Oh, 3, okay. Whoa, okay. 4, you can do 4 in a row, okay. Well, the effective thing to do with you is to, seems to be to just be well away from you when you do it. Yeah, no, bad idea to use that. Stuns me for way too long. Whew. Oh, you are so cool. I'm getting kicked. I'm getting kicked. I'm getting kicked. And I deserved it, because I tried to go for 2 when I should not have gone for 2. Man, the animators at FromSoft are so good. Like, making something like this work is just crazy. Sorry about that, buddy. Holy shit, you're cool. Oh, that was cool. That ruled. That ruled. Okay. Hey, I can summon those. A spirit of the horned folk who eschew letters and metalworking. Brawny and versed in distinctive spiritual arts, this particular tribesman wields a heavy bow. Nice. At least they'll be on my side now. And then we also got one of their headbands. The ancestral followers keep their distance from the Erd tree, awaiting new buds. They are certain to sprout from their very flesh, and indeed their souls. Huh. Hallow Horn Grounds. Ah, Souls community. You can always trust them. You can always trust them. Oh, hey, there's murals. What do they depict? Gatherings, agriculture, seedlings of the Erd tree? I wonder if they're actually designed to be lore relevant or not. Well, that was an interesting boss, and this whole area is interesting on its own as well. It's a strange place, but in a way, it sort of feels a little bit like, and in a very strange way, it feels a little like Blight Town does to Dark Souls 1. In the sense that this appears to be, like, way down deep at the roots of the world, where something else has been sort of built on top of it, quite literally on top of it, and built up from out from under these ancestral hunting grounds, and then the kingdoms that rose after have sort of built themselves on top of that, raising these edifices into the sky from it, on top of ancient temples and ancient religions. Huh. Interesting. Fortunately, figuring out how exactly all that shit hits together is not really my problem. That's for Future Skyne to figure out, and for the rest of you to hopefully enjoy once the episode's out. I won't be editing. That'll be his problem. So over to you, Future Skyne. Bye. Yeah, well, I'd have a lot fewer problems editing if you could just fucking concentrate. I had to cut the last 3 episodes out of a solid 7-hour chunk of footage that you recorded with no breaks in it. But to be fair to you, you don't know that you have ADHD yet. And I do mirror your assessment. The Ancestor spirit is a beautiful, genuinely gorgeous creature. And for me, at this point in the playthrough, it is also a thematically clarifying one. I think the Ancestor spirit makes it clear just how much Elden Ring is about death. Now, on the one hand, this is kind of pedestrian to say, right? Like, oh, the game where half of the enemies are walking corpses that takes place in a dying world full of graves and tombs under the boughs of a withering tree, where you play as a reanimated corpse who starts out the game by breaking out of their tomb. That game is about death. Oh, penetrating insight for the boss designs of Elden Ring. But what I mean when I say that is, for example, Dark Souls 2 has a final boss, which is a skeleton made of corpses who wields a big scythe, and like Elden Ring, it too is full of walking corpses and explorable tombs, and so on, and you literally play as an undead. But as I discussed in my boss design series about that game, what Dark Souls 2 is about, or at least one of the major things it's about, is identity. It's about what it means to be a person, what it means to become yourself, and death, in the context of Dark Souls 2, is used as a thematic tool to explore that question. To die in Dark Souls 2 is to end your journey. It is to fully become yourself, to choose a definitive answer to the question of who are you by deciding how your story ends. So yeah, Dark Souls 2 is about death and you confront death at the end of it, but death is a subservient theme whose purpose is to interrogate different questions. Similarly, Dark Souls 1 is also about death. Gwyn's desperate attempt to kindle and rekindle the first flame are an attempt to deny impermanence, to defy death, to live forever. And at the end of the game, you make a choice about whether to kindle the first flame and, like Gwyn, stave off the end, or to reject the Age of the Gods and accept that things must end, triggering the Age of Dark. So the game is about death in that way, prepare to die and all of that. But again, I would argue that death there is a subservient theme used to explore other ideas. Dark Souls 1 is about ideology, religion, society. It's about myth and propaganda. It's about learning to choose what you believe rather than accepting dogma and authority. Elden Ring to me feels different to those games. It doesn't feel like death is a subservient theme here. It doesn't feel like death is being used as a means to explore other, bigger ideas. In Elden Ring, death feels central. Like, it feels like it is the hub of the wheel, the thing that everything else is revolving around. Now, admittedly, it's kind of early to make any claim about the whole of the game. Like, who knows, things could shift radically before the end, but so much of what is happening in Elden Ring seems to be about death and how we relate to it. And not just in the conceptual sense of death as the end of life, but how we handle it materially, physically. Like, what do we do with the bodies of the dead? How do we treat them? And who gets to receive death? Because, as we've seen, that isn't a neutral thing. The Golden Order makes a very specific claim about what a proper death is and who gets to receive it. A proper death is to be buried in the roots of the Earth Tree and to nourish it, but that privilege is denied to those that it deems outside of its boundaries. Like you, for example, the Tarnished. You weren't buried among the hallowed roots of a great tree, and neither was Gideon Ofnir or Goldmask or Fia, and especially not the loathsome Dung Eater. We are all dead bodies denied the peace of death, and I am starting to think that this game is, in large part, about choosing what we think death, and by extension life, should be for, what it should mean, what it should even be. But, okay, so what does any of that have to do with the Ancestor spirit? How does it clarify those things for me? Well, to reach the Ancestor spirit, well, we can reach the corpse at any time, it's just lying there in the temple, but to reach the spirit, we must engage in a religious ritual. We must make a pilgrimage to 8 shrines, light a ceremonial fire at each one, and then touch the sacred remains, the skull and bones of the Ancestor, in order to finally achieve communion. And in that communion, you are transported deep into the earth to confront the Ancestor spirit in something like a primordial pool, this swampy earth soaked in water, overgrown with fungus and ancient-looking ferns and plants, and the bones of the dead embedded everywhere in the dirt. The spirit itself is a corpse which is rotting. That hollow ribcage from Software is so fond of makes another appearance. Its eye sockets are hollow and empty. Its flesh is sloughing off the bones. It is covered in fungus and moss and mold, and even grass seems to be hanging in clumps from its flanks. And on the antlers and all along the back, peculiar flowers are sprouting and growing and glowing. And this growth seems to be the core theme of this creature. From corpses sprout mosses, fungus, and flowers. From death comes new life. This seems to be confirmed by the antlers that I got from one of the ancient tribesmen who, going by the fact that they're all wearing antlers and hanging out around the shrines I had to light to commune with this creature, they presumably worship it or consider it as their ancestor. The ancestral followers keep their distance from the Erd Tree, awaiting new buds. They are certain to sprout from their very flesh, and indeed, their souls. And that marks an interesting contrast with the Golden Order. In the theology of the Golden Order, the highest kind of death, a proper death, is to be buried among the roots of the Erd Tree and nourish it. The goal of a good life is subjugation and submission to the life cycle of one specific thing, which is the Erd Tree, which is the heart of the Golden Order. It's a very hierarchical system, with one thing at the top and everything else below it sort of funneling their resources up towards it. The Ancestor spirit and its followers present a similar concept, but with a very different structure. Similarly to the Golden Order, a good death here is one where your body is consumed as a source of new life, but here, your body is a source of all life, not just the life of one particular kind of tree. It's a flat, egalitarian structure. Even the Ancestor spirit that they revere is a corpse, rotten and decomposing, colonized by flowers and fungus. It is neither special nor immune from the cycle of life and death, and indeed, that cycle seems to be the thing about it which is sacred. The thing about it which is being revered is the fact that it is rotting and sprouting new life, which might go some way towards explaining why all the ancestral followers down here are spirits and ghosts. The Sifra River, this place deep beneath the earth, may quite literally be their burial grounds. Like, perhaps that's why the ceremonial markers and the flames and the great temple to their ancestor spirit is here. So to me, the Ancestor spirit seems, in both design and concept, a clear answer to the Erd Tree and a challenge to it. It is an animal where the Erd Tree is a plant, and it is a rotting corpse embracing death and temporality, where the Erd Tree is this grand, shining, eternal monument that rejects the concept of mortality. The Ancestor spirit's design says, we are all temporary, we all die, we all rot, and the Erd Tree's design says, I am eternal, I never die, I never rot. One deity declares itself a part of the people who worship it, and the other declares itself above them. Which makes it interesting, the whole double jumping thing. Like, that is literally the same exact power that Torrent has, and Torrent 2 is a horned ungulate and seems to be some kind of spirit, so I mean, there must be some kind of relation, right? I don't think I have a solid theory, but there's got to be something to it. What is Torrent? Why was he with Melina? And by extension, what does it mean thematically that we traverse the lands between on his back? I don't know yet, but I wonder. So, anyway, the Ancestor spirit and its design, to me, imply a particular philosophy of death and life, and it implies one which is strictly in opposition to the Golden Order. Taken together, it makes me think that what Elden Ring is interrogating is this thorny question of what death is even for. Like, why do we die? What's the purpose of it? The Dragonkin soldier from the last episode was a failed attempt at immortality. Renala is obsessed with birthing and rebirthing. The Erd Tree is a corpse-eating superorganism that feeds on the deaths of its believers, and the Ancestor spirit represents an egalitarian circle of life where the purpose of death is to feed more life. And while we're at it, hey, didn't Dee back at the round table hold say something about those who live in death? I wonder if something's going to happen with that storyline that might help me develop this theory further in a future episode. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And of course, in order to see that future episode, you will have to subscribe to the channel. Hi, welcome to the outro. Thank you very much for watching. I need to do my self-promotion, and then we can play the emoji game in the comments. First of all, likes, comments, and especially shares are appreciated on the boss designs of Elden Ring. The algorithm doesn't push this series very much, given how slowly I'm making it, so word of mouth is the main way that this series is going to be put in front of the people who might want to see it. Second, the shortfall in views and ad revenue on this series is fortunately made up for by the direct support I get from viewers like you on Patreon. You can sign up for a monthly donation if you want to, as low as $1, and there's a few rewards on there, like access to the channel Discord, and even feedback and critique from me on your own character designs if you want someone to turn a helpful critical eye on your own work. If you don't want to do a monthly donation, you can send a one-time tip on Ko-fi.com. There are links to all of that in the description, and even a $1 direct donation can have as much impact as 1,000 monetized views. But I do want to emphasize that I don't want any money that you need for yourself. Like, if the choice is between giving me a tip or buying yourself a pizza this month, buy yourself the pizza. Take care of yourself first. It is more than enough that you have watched this video this far. Anyway, emoji game. If you have watched the video all the way through, you can prove it to me by leaving an emoji in your comment, and I will read your comment and leave a little heart on it. I considered picking the skull emoji for this video, but that might look kind of like the entire comment section is sending me death threats. So let's do a horse emoji instead. Put a horse emoji in your comments. Thank you very much for your time and your attention. Remember to be kind to one another, have solidarity with those who are struggling, and may the tides of history wash gently over us all.